A TAS, or a tool-assisted speedrun, is essentially a pre-written series of inputs made to produce a theoretically perfect speedrun of a video game. It's a craft I respect a lot. The technical side of speedrunning was always the most interesting side to me. Like, delving deep into the inner workings of a game and discovering all sorts of emergent interactions and modes of play that couldn't have ever been foreseen by the designers, that's really cool. Celeste has, apparently, some relatively accessible tassing tools available for it, so it's got a pretty big tassing community. Not only has the base game and all of its chapters been scraped and scrubbed to the high heavens, a lot of the more popular mods end up getting this treatment too. This is how I ended up watching this early TAS showcase livestream of the Spring 2020 collab, a huge-ass Celeste mod that I'm making a video about. It's a nice stream for the most part, some interesting information in there, some good banter, but there's one part that just really bugged me, and I've been having a little trouble articulating why. I'll set the scene. The TAS arrives at this one map that's a little unique. It's all underwater and there's no dash, so it's more of a weird, low-key puzzle thing, routing and diverting currents. The thing is, okay, I'll let the TASers explain it.
This level is terrible for tassing because it's analog movement. But not only is it analog movement, it's analog movement but with extra pain. So, the thing is that the X and Y are not connected at all in terms of your speed. And what this means is that in optimal turning, you don't want to just hold a different direction. No. You want to input like 5 different frame perfect inputs to make sure that the angle changes gradually to make sure you lose as little speed as possible, which means that every single turn has like 5 frame perfect inputs and they all have to be calculated individually to make sure that the turning angles are optimal. And it took so long and it was so frustrating.
So this seemingly simple procedure is actually nightmarishly complex when looked at through the perspective of optimal movement. That's cool, and kind of funny too. Like, it's the kind of stuff I live for with speedrun content. But it comes up again later, and these guys get, like, actually mad about it.
Oh yes, some more Dashless movement.
I'm just gonna quote you from the original showcase. Please never make a dashless water map ever again.
Please never ever make another one. I never want to do this again. It took so long. Please don't.
When I first heard this, I felt myself getting, like, really petulantly angry. Like, I'm sorry, sir, but this map was designed with human players in mind. That's a safe bet, right? Like, unless you're a TASer yourself, this probably isn't a use case that you're considering when designing maps for this game. And even now that I know that dashless water movement is your kryptonite, like, I'm sorry, I just don't care. I can't even muster the will to care in the slightest. Who are you to tell me what kind of maps to make as someone who operates in a space completely foreign to any of the design devices I want to employ when mapping? You're a tertiary market at best. The speedrunning field as an umbrella category generally has this weird habit of trying to convince game designers that good for speedrunning is just what good game design looks like, and they've kind of succeeded. Several times now, I have heard non-speedrunner, normie-ass gamers get upset about RNG and autoscrollers, which are not a problem if you're not a speedrunner. They just tricked you into advocating for their kink. However, that's nothing compared to the abject absurdity of fucking TASers doing the same thing. Like, this discipline is temporally completely removed from the actual experience of play. It's a field that's openly unconcerned with notions of game design, and its practitioners are asking me to design my maps differently to make it easier for them? No. Thanks for watching.